Hello again. So, I quite enjoyed my wee rant about the difference between Japanese and American box art the other day. So, what I've got here, I have dug out all the games that I've got, both American and Japanese versions, and we'll do a wee comparison, see what we think. So, we'll start off with one that is. Oh, it's a great game, but my god, that art is garbage. Yeah. The problem with this one is, I would say the Japanese one's equally as bad, which is really unusual for Capcom. I do not like this one at all. Not really sure which one I would say was the best. It's kind of like asking if you want a headbutt or a kick in the nuts, really. Neither one's a good choice. I'll probably just about go with the Japanese one because at least it's not. That could be any game. That could be Golden Axe. So, yeah. So, just about Japanese. Right, now we've got ActRaiser, which is a phenomenal game. American box is. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, it doesn't tell you anything about the game at all in the front. You get a bit of lighting over some pyramids. The back's a little bit better. Some nice screenshots and stuff. Again, Japanese version is better, but it's not great. One of the first games I got in my imported Super Famicom back in the day. Brilliant wee game, but could not understand the whole world building thing in Japanese at the time, but the platforming sections were amazing. American one does have some more screenshots on the back, which is a bit of a plus, but again, I would give that to the Japanese. Right, now we've got an absolutely rubbish game, Bubsy the Bobcat. American art, it's okay. Kinda loud and out there, which is what they were going for with the character. Yeah, it's okay. But Japanese one, don't know if it's just me, I think this is beautiful. You'll see the price there, it's really uncommon, the Japanese one. It's £225. Terribly bad Western developed games just did not sell in Japan, so not many about, and I've got a total of one screenshot in the back, but just for the front, I would give that to the Japanese one as well. Right, Bomberman 2, or Super Bomberman 2. Yeah, not bad. Fairly generic. At least lots of screenshots and stuff on the back. But Japanese one's quite nice, quite stylised. Yeah, I like this. Not as many screenshots in the back, and the screenshots that are there are rubbish. So based on that, I would probably give it a draw between the two, but the front is much nicer. Right, Art of Fighting. Again, not the greatest of games. It was an okay-ish conversion. Nice big screenshots on the back. Yeah, I don't mind that actually. Although it's essentially the same image that I've used, it's just cropped in a different way for portrait and landscape. I do like the Japanese writing on it though. Yeah, it's probably going to be quite a landslide for the Japanese art this, but I would give that to the Japanese as well for the art style. Right, Space Invaders. Kind of does what it says on the tin, very basic, much like the game, but quite crisp, quite nice. Again, Japanese one. Don't know why, I'm not sure if I like this or not. I suppose there's only so much you can do with it, unlike the Atari cartridge back in the day. I'd actually probably just about give that to the American one. I feel as though I have to give it something. World Heroes 2, another Takara conversion for the Neo Geo. Yeah, this isn't good. The front. The back's nice. Loads of screenshots, making the game look a whole lot better than it is. But yeah, similar art, but I do prefer the Japanese art on this. It's much nicer. Okay, right. Chrono Trigger. You know, American art's okay, it's quite nice. I've used the Japanese character design on the front, which is quite cool. I don't mind it at all. Nice screenshots and stuff on the back, so yeah, overall pretty decent. But the Japanese one's beautiful. It's just quite minimalistic, just focusing on the nice character design. Yeah, it would take a lot to beat this for me. It's very simplistic, but it's got a big pterodactyl on the back as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Japanese one for the win, American one for the price. Right, this is a no contest. Yoshi's Island. It's not awful. It's not. The problem it's got is this is beautiful. The whole shades of the colour, the way it's drawn, it is just beautiful. Much like the game, it's a bit of a work of art, to be honest with you. So, Japanese one all day long, every day of the week, and twice on a Sunday. Right, Mario Kart. Essentially the same as the UK one, but that was in a blue box, but the same art. And yeah, I'm going to surprise myself here. I think objectively the Japanese one probably is nicer, but I had the same art when I was young and I was playing it, so I'm going to go with the English American version just because it means more to me. Yeah, right. Super Star Wars. Basically the same art, however, just kind of portrait and landscape again. Something about having the Japanese writing underneath it just makes it look cooler as well. And you've got Obi-Wan and Moff Tarkin kind of on this, which you don't have on the American one. So I am going to go for the Japanese one. I just like the whole scale of it. And you've got Chewie and R2 and C-3PO and an X-Wing and stuff you don't get on the American one. So yeah, Japanese. Right, so we've got Contra 3. Again, I bought the American import of this when adapter back when the Super Nintendo one came out, so this means quite a lot to me. And do you know, I'm not 100% sure about the very obvious Schwarzenegger rip-off in the front of the Japanese one. The back's quite nice. Bit cluttered though with just text. Yeah, I'm actually going to go with the American one for that. Nice screenshots. Yeah, American one for me for that. Right, Super Tennis. Again, I had this when I was young, this version, so I'm probably going to go with this for sentimental reasons. It is pretty simplistic. Kind of does the job though. And the Japanese one's nice, but it's got someone who's clearly meant to be Steffi Graf on the cover. I'm going to assume it wasn't official. Yeah. There's more effort in the Japanese one, but I prefer the American one. Not quite as one-sided as I thought this would be. Right, okay. Right, this is garbage. So, it kind of looks okay-ish. Back's okay, but why did they change this wee guy to this guy? I don't get it. You've got a really nice stylised character, lovely Japanese design on the back and front, and they Americanise it by making him basically a typical hero looking dude, and yeah, not for me. Japanese one all the way there. And the last one I've got is the Magical Quest featuring Mickey Mouse. Again, more or less the same art, which is actually quite refreshing. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you've got nice art, use it. So, yeah, not much to choose between them. Again, landscape and portrait, I would probably... I don't know, I just like the style of that. I'd probably go with the Japanese one there. Yeah, so Japanese. So I think in general, Japanese art does seem to be a bit nicer, but there's a wee bit more exceptions there than I would have thought. But yeah, hopefully that was interesting. If I get any more in that I can do a similar thing on, I will. But right now, that's probably about all I've got that I've got doubled up on. So, hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for your time.